Hi everyone, it's Dallas here with the South Island Prosperity Partnership, bringing you another monthly update to our economic recovery dashboard. The first thing I want to do this month is just address some of the emails and inquiries that we've been receiving after last month's report. A lot of people are messaging us about the phase 3 reopening plan, and basically the sentiment is that people think that the economy is really just about to bounce back very quickly because we're now out of the lockdown and things are reopening and stuff. I do really want to express that that's simply not the case. We definitely are still in a recession, and it's likely to be a prolonged one. I just want to point to a couple of statistics here. From some recent reports. Restaurants Canada did a survey of a number of restaurants here in British Columbia. So again, this industry represents 5.2% of provincial GDP, employs upward of 195,000 people in British Columbia across under normal circumstances. So that's about 7% of the workforce. So just in 3 months, April, May, and June, the restaurants industry in BC lost upwards of $2.8 billion. And they're forecasting that this could reach upwards of 5 to 7 billion by the end of 2020. So keep in mind, these restaurants are fairly low margin businesses, right? Industry average, maybe upwards of 5% if they're a good business. And so when your margins are that low and the revenues are dropping this quickly, there's a massive risk that we're going to see some bankruptcies across that space. Further to that, if we look at the retail sector, there's an article that from Retail Insider that actually predicts that Canada will see mass bankruptcies across the retail sector by the end of this year or early 2021, as many of them may try to hang on through the Christmas season here at the end of the year. They're saying that really 10 years of change has been forced upon the retail sector just in the last 7 months due to the pandemic and really consumer shift to e-commerce. So people, supporting these major multinational companies like Amazon rather than local businesses. So you really need to realize here that when we purchase things from Amazon, the economic leakage that occurs through that purchase, basically the money just leaks out of the economy entirely, rather than if you support local businesses that are locally based, more percentage of that dollar actually stays in the economy, and that helps, obviously supports the family, it supports the building, the property tax, the tax base, all that kind of stuff sort of all works together. So we need to do that more. So in terms of this month's report, there's a bunch of indicators to report, which I hope you have a look through. The big surprise this month for me continues to be the real estate indicators. You'll note increases in the benchmark prices in the month of July for both single, detached, and condo prices are both up. And the sales volume actually exceeded 2019 figures. So what this tells us is that this pandemic is impacting different segments of the community differently. So people who are low income, part-time, there's other indicators showing that women are disproportionately impacted, minorities, indigenous populations are disproportionately being impacted. So that tells us that we need to be really inclusive when it comes to creating a growth recovery strategy. And last, I just wanted to talk about the building permits. Last month we were shocked to see how fast the building permits had dropped off. Our thesis or theory at that time was that this was more process oriented. So as municipal, the approval processes were under lockdown and all that kind of stuff, it led to that drop off. And that theory appears to be correct, as both the residential and the non-residential projects and permits have seemed to bounce back, in both cases actually higher than 2019. So that's going to create a good pipeline of construction projects, which then obviously will encourage household spending and all that kind of stuff that we need to sort of get back and promote a healthy recovery. So anyways, enjoy the report, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.